party, and then by 2050, world dominance.
Now, this is an interesting topic. Before I get into the main topic, see, my hologram is still not up. They showed the shit last broadcast. And see, consistency will tell you who you are. Consistency will reveal what you really capable of. Consistency is the only thing that really matters to convincing anybody anything. And don't be thumbs down my work. If you're not gonna comment, ragged ass YouTube need to get their shit together. But what I wanted to talk about on this segment is about China and about the United States. The United States and China have been at it for years, and it's going to be for years to come. And you know, both countries are accused of human rights violations, and both countries have been at each other's throat. We don't need this shit. This is why African Americans need to think about leaving America also. Getting into all of these conflicts, we don't have nothing to do with. They'll spend billions and trillions of dollars against us. Now, I don't want to say everybody or insinuate that America is 100% racist all the time, 24/7. No, that's not what I'm saying. Excuse me. What I'm saying is the elitists of this country and other countries have messed this country up, and they're not going to admit it. Okay, using resources, it is. They're talking about ramping up another war. We got COVID-19 still going on, and they trying to mix all this shit up, dude. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Every time you turn on American television, they got some conflict, they got some war, they got some propaganda on their motherfucking TV, bro. That shit gives people PTSD or bring them closer to it. And man, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm not getting nothing to be joining nobody's war and to be spending my motherfucking tax dollars. I can't get a thing. I can't get a wife. I can't get a consistent girlfriend. I can't get a consistent household. I can't. This shit is bullshit, man. This shit is bullshit. And you're listening to folks in the background. And a lot of time, you know what the last idea Mark Zuckerberg took from me was having the option to stop political ads. And you know they always motherfucking listening. So you know what? And 2 or 3 days later, they come with a motherfucking app where you can block political ads on Facebook. See, this some motherfucking bullshit, bro. Because I seen the page with African Americans' inventions like the last 100 years. I mean, the air condition and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That they just had their inventions took by either con artists or jerks in their industry, because they got a lot of jerks in every industry, man. They got jerks in the space industry, jerks in the music industry, jerks in the night talk show host industry. They got jerks in every motherfucking industry you can name. Okay, they got jerks everywhere, and keeping these jerks in power is just a mistake. It's just a bad idea. Now, what I'm saying about all of these politics and shit, China has been seeking world dominance, so they have been getting confronted by multiple nations, and then China have invested heavily in military. They invested heavily in infrastructure that had to stop. They invested in a lot of stuff in a lot of other countries. We gonna manage this well in Africa. We gonna manage this well. They got colonies. Every fucking body in the world want to colonize Africa at one time or another. because Africans can't get their shit together. And I should have more fans than one fan. Every time I come up, thank you, whoever that fan is that always watching me. Thank you very much. When I'm good, you good. But what I want to say, bro, our leaders don't know what the fuck they be doing, bro. They borrowing all of these ideas. They inconsistent. They get us into trouble. They don't pay us back. And also, man, we need that motherfucking extra 600. Look, check this out, right? The Republicans talking about taking the unemployment and knocking it down. I suggest giving it to us one more time because a lot of us want to run businesses, dog. With the motherfucking price of motherfucking gas just went down 6 months ago because of COVID-19, they raised the motherfucking price right back up. So that just goes to show you, bro, anybody that has an economic opportunity, go motherfucking take that opportunity. Because the cartel, the oil cartels, I'm talking about OPEC, had just struck a deal with Russia to cut so many barrels. And so the price of oil got dropped real low right before COVID-19 because of Russia had dumped all of their motherfucking dump cheap oil on the market, cheaper oil on the market. And so they was able to negotiate with the Saudis to drop their prices of a barrel of oil. And so since then, look what did happen since then. Russia dropping all in the oil, making it cheap. Somebody mismanages Russia's oil refinery reserves, spills billions and billions of motherfucking gallons into the river. All these motherfucking, look, whenever you get somebody that's doing something good, somebody gonna always fuck it up and make the shit bad again. And so, man, you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do sometimes, man. You got to do what the fuck you got to. Instead of America going to fossilist fuel, they want to keep digging. They want to keep burning. Man, we got to phase that shit out, man. We got to phase that shit out. All kind of shit happening, man. And what's really going on is that China has been aggressive. They've been aggressive with their neighbors, India. They've been aggressive in Africa. We're going to have to redraw. We're going to have to redraw our fishing treaties because China has been building up their military, saving a lot of money getting fed with African fish and making money. So we're going to have to cut that shit back. We're going to have to do something. They need to start cutting my checks because my peers showing everybody they don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to economic development. They take your motherfucking ideas and they be having a head start with somebody else's ideas and they still fuck it up. My city leaders been fucked up. They had their girlfriends looking all fine and shit in charge of the IT. She most sexier than she is concerned about the motherfucking IT because they paid insurance. They paid insurance. They still got the motherfucker hacked. They paid city insurance on their IT infrastructure. They wind up getting hacked. The insurance wasn't enough to cover the equipment. What the fuck? What the fuck do y'all really be doing? What the fuck do y'all? You buy insurance. First of all, y'all integrated Louisiana infrastructure and economic infrastructure with Israel, a whole nother motherfucking country, without permission, and they shit collapsing. You see all this motherfucking fraud coming down there, and you still do it. 6 months later, your motherfucking city, start getting compromised. First, they compromised the Department of Motor Vehicles. That shit went on for months. They compromised the city computers. That shit went on for months. All kind of discrepancies, like you can't get your own motherfucking documents. This is part of the reason why Charbonnet got ran out the office on his own when people start asking motherfucking questions. So they break north on their own when you start asking the right questions. And when you blame the right people, I guarantee you, your luck gonna change almost immediately because they got too many motherfucking people around here faking and not doing their job. And I can change my shit on the fly. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter. It don't matter what you look like, man. You got to get in what you fit in. And so I got plenty of avatars like Inky. And so I'm going to use this one right here. And so I got a few avatars too, but I like this avatar that I'm in right now. It's damaged. I need a new one. We see what else is going on. And that's what I'm talking about. We got Chris Brown and Takers in the background. I fucks with Chris Brown. He cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with him. I ain't got nothing against Chris Brown. And so they got other avatars of celebrities I'm not gonna fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter if you black or white. It's about what's wrong and what's right. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that black and white shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of other shit to talk about, man. Let's go through this. Let's go through this television and start debating people at random. They ain't really got nothing on. I'm gonna go to Gaia later on, or go to something else. I got other stuff to be watching. You know, I don't just be on one thing all the time. They still ain't got my hologram. My director of photography hologram still ain't up there. Oh, what I had wanted to talk about is leaving a lasting impression and designing things. And what I want to say is, I plan on dazzling the extraterrestrials with design and creativity. And what I mean by that is, you see all the hieroglyphs, you see all the costumes and metaphors that they have, and so I'm giving them a message that sons of man or Homo sapiens, we're capable of designing some of the best things in the galaxy, and we are some of the most creative in the universe. And I'm proving that. I'm proving that without National Geographic. I'm proving that without Essence. I'm proving that without Patagonia. I'm proving that without HBO Max. She was a child. I'm proving that curator of public life without A&E. I'm proving that without YouTube creators. I'm proving that without BET networks. They created it. I'm proving that without the NAACP. There were these two personalities of this superhero, the new idea. I'm proving that without DC Comics. I'm proving that without Marvel Comics. The time of comic books has a huge influence on the types of comic books and the interests that people have. They're very interconnected. The idea that a larger than life. NASA need to get their shit together, because I claim Psych 16 asteroid is mine. It's my motherfucking asteroid. Y'all need to digest that shit soon as possible. We actually have seen early sketches that going back, everybody's fascinated with Egyptian technology and costumes and wearing all of that. Look at what I'm designing. You know what I'm saying? And when we on Mars, we have to have our shit together, man. There's there's a race of insectoids, and there's a race of red people, tall, skinny, red people with funny heads, funny lumps. They don't look like us. And so we have to be ready, man, for anything. These motherfucking insectoids, they're supposed to be praying mantis, but these motherfuckers are worse than these will be your worst nightmare fighting these guys. These guys are big as a motherfucker. I'm talking insects big as me and you. They don't have fingers, they have 3 claws like this. 3 motherfucking claws like this. Not only do they have a regular body, they've evolved to have an extra exoskeleton. So imagine you can put on an exoskeleton, a bio exoskeleton that's part of your. It has its own circulatory system. So they're gonna be extra hard to kill. Your weapons gotta go through their armor, which has its own circulatory system, which can repair itself. That's separate from their inner body organ. So you got to pierce all of that shit. On top of that, they don't fight one-on-one. They send swarms by the thousands, the 100,000s, and the millions. And so when you fight insectoids, more than likely you're gonna get ran over. That means you're gonna run out of ammo. You're gonna run out of ships. You're gonna run out of energy fighting all them motherfuckers. Because you're gonna have to fight for one person. I have to fight like 100 or 200 of them. The chances of you surviving that are slim to none. And they use their biotechnology like we use our technology. It say like we use tanks and shit. They don't use tanks. They'll engineer a mother to lay a specialized egg, to lay a specialized bug. In other words, instead of them having a tank, they'll genetically produce a big ass motherfucking centipede with a stinger. I'm talking big ass motherfucking centipede with a poison. They already poisonous. They can't touch. They can eat us. We can't fucking eat them. They are that poisonous. They are fucking poisonous. Very poisonous. They can't touch you at all. You gonna fucking die if you're a human. They that poisonous. Now imagine this. Insectoids, they don't fight one-on-one. They send swarms. That means you gonna get ran over most likely. You're gonna run out of ships. You're gonna run out of equipment. You're gonna run out of ammo fighting them motherfuckers. So if you fight them, you better know what you're doing. And the insectoids, they got these big 3-ass claws, man. They don't have fingers. They got 3 big motherfucking claws, and they work like this. And they have a skinny body like us, and then they put on the exosuit, which is a separate body organism. It's separate all to itself. And instead of them making military equipment like we do, they'll breed their military equipment by making a big ass motherfucking centipede 20 feet long, 20 meters long. A human ain't got a motherfucking chance against a big ass motherfucking centipede with stingers, dude. You know what a motherfucking centipede looks like? You ever look what a millipede or a centipede looks like? A fucking human fighting a big ass centipede that's bigger than them. You ain't gonna motherfucking last against them, dude. You better know what the fuck you doing. You better know what the fuck you doing fighting insectoids. That's all I gotta say.